Life itself is the purpose. There is no higher goal, no destination beyond life itself. The mind is conditioned to think that life is a journey from birth to death. But that is only the process of the body, not the essence of life. What we call life is often just a series of events moving towards death. But true life is not in time, not in the past or future. Life is now, in this very moment, in the deep awareness of existence. When a child is born, we say life has begun, and when a person dies, we say life has ended. But this is only a misunderstanding. The body may be born, and the body may die, but life is not the body. Life is the energy that flows through everything, the consciousness that simply is. To live is not to move from one point to another, from childhood to old age, from ignorance to knowledge, from poverty to wealth. True living is not in becoming something. It is in being, fully and completely, without seeking a goal outside of life itself. The mind is always searching for a purpose, for a reason to live, for something to achieve. But life needs no reason. The tree does not ask why it grows. The river does not ask where it is going. The sun does not ask what its purpose is in shining. They simply are. In the same way, human beings are meant to simply live, to be aware, to love, to feel joy, not as a means to an end, but as the very essence of existence. The moment one asks for a purpose, one is already moving away from life. A goal means something in the future, and life is not in the future, it is now. To seek a purpose is to live in illusion, because the search itself creates distance from reality. Life is not in doing, it is in being. To breathe, to feel the warmth of the sun, to hear the sound of the wind, to see the beauty of a flower, this is life. It needs no justification, no explanation. It is enough in itself. Love is not a means to something greater. Love itself is the purpose. People think love is for something, to create a family, to find security, to avoid loneliness. But these are misunderstandings. Love is not for anything. Love is enough. When love is real, it is not a transaction, not a bargain, not an exchange. It is an overflowing, a sharing without asking for anything in return. Love is not a path to happiness. Love is happiness itself. The moment one thinks of love as a way to achieve something, it is no longer love, but a bargain. Real love has no goal, no reason, no expectation. It is pure presence, pure joy, pure being. It exists for its own sake, not for any reward. To love means to be so completely present that nothing else matters, that the past and the future disappear, that only this moment exists. Bliss is not something to be reached. It is not something far away that one must struggle for. It is here and now. People believe they must work hard, meditate, or achieve enlightenment to find bliss, but bliss is not a goal. It is the very nature of life when one stops seeking, when one simply allows existence to flow without resistance. The desire for bliss creates suffering, because it takes one away from what is. Bliss is in the small things, in the silence of the night, in the laughter of a child, in the rhythm of one's own breath. It is not found by searching, it is found by stopping the search. The more one chases happiness, the more it slips away. But when one lets go, when one simply exists without effort, bliss arises naturally. To truly live means to drop all ideas of purpose and just be. Society teaches people to become something, to be successful, to achieve, to reach higher. But the more one tries to become, the more one moves away from being. The moment one lets go of all desire to be something, true life begins. A child is alive not because he has a purpose, but because he simply is. He laughs, he cries, he plays, he explores without thinking of any future, without worrying about what he will become. This is real living. The moment the mind enters with its ambitions and plans, life is lost, replaced by struggle. Life is not a ladder to climb. It is an ocean to dissolve into. It is not a battle to win. It is a dance to enjoy. The greatest mistake is to think of life as a task. as something to accomplish. Life is not work, life is play. To live fully means to drop all resistance, to stop all struggle, to flow with existence like a river flows to the sea without asking why. There is no destination, no higher reality to reach. This is it. This moment, this breath, this very awareness. This is the ultimate. Heaven is not somewhere else. Enlightenment is not something to be achieved. Truth is not hidden. Everything is here, right now, in this moment of awareness. The mind creates distance. The mind creates illusions of purpose. But life is simple. It is only when the mind stops interfering that one truly sees. To be alive is the greatest joy, not because of what one can achieve, but simply because being itself is bliss. When one is fully aware, without seeking, without desiring anything beyond what is, life becomes a celebration. Every moment becomes fresh, new, full of wonder. There is no need to ask for meaning because life itself is the meaning. When one truly understands, all questions disappear. There is no longer any need to ask, "Why am I here?" or "What is my purpose?" because the very question dissolves. One simply is, like the sky, like the ocean, like the wind. Existence is not a puzzle to solve. It is a mystery to experience. The more one tries to understand life with the mind, the more one moves away from it. But when one simply lives without thinking, without seeking, without asking, life opens up like a flower. It reveals its beauty, its depth, its infinite joy. Life is not about reaching somewhere, it is about being here. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. In this very moment, one is already complete, already whole. Nothing more is needed because life itself is the purpose.